Good Tuesday afternoon, South Carolina weather watchers. I'm your meteorologist, Joseph Peterson, and let's go in and talk about the weather for your Tuesday. Now, starting off, what's going on right now throughout the entire state of South Carolina? Mostly dry for a good amount of us, but if we go in and take our way over here into the Midlands, Lexington getting in on a couple of showers right now. Also down there near Swansea, there is some shower activity going on in that area, but for the most part, we're looking dry. Nationwide, it looks like that we're looking at some shower activity up in the Northeast. We see some activity in the Mid-Atlantic going over into the Ohio Valley, down all the way into like the deep South, and then we also have some rainfall with some severe weather going on over here inside of South Dakota, rainfall in North Dakota to Montana, and then as you move more towards the south and west, you see some in Nevada and Utah. Now, what's going on in terms of our cloud cover? Cloud cover right now seems to be going on from the upstate all the way down towards the coastal area, so cloud cover is here. And as I look outside right now, it's completely cloudy at my location here in the Tri-County area of South Carolina. Now, as we go and move into our future all the way into this afternoon, going into this evening, cloud cover activity does seem to try and clear out a little bit, but as we move more and more into tonight, cloud cover tries to make a little bit of a resurgence as we get into Wednesday morning, like 12 a.m. morning. And then it kind of just continues to move its way more towards the east. But cloud cover does seem to try and build as we go throughout the day and then kind of clear out as we get into the night. But then as we get further and further into the night, maybe tries to build up again. Current temperatures right now, we're talking about 88 in Somerville, 89 Charleston, Beaufort, even around 88 in Columbia, 88 Sumter, 89 Conway, 87 in Myrtle Beach, and even Hartsville, 85 in Lancaster, and 87 in Spartanburg, 88 Greenville, 89 side of Clemson. Air quality for today, it looks like that most of us are inside that good category, but a good amount of us are inside that yellow category, the Tri-County area, the Florence area, the Manning areas, from Spartanburg down throughout into Columbia. These areas have a moderate risk of air quality. What does that mean? Not necessarily too good, but not too bad either. Make sure that you're just paying attention to that air quality as we move on into today, if you're outside for a long period of time. High temperatures for today, we're talking about around 93 in Greenville, 93 Spartanburg, as well as 95 in Columbia, 96 in Orangeburg, and even 95 in Moncks Corner, 93 in Charleston, 95 Georgetown, 93 Hilton Head Island, and 91 in Myrtle Beach. In terms of our heat index values for today, it looks like that most of us are going to be above 100. Now, you can see some areas up there in the upstate, maybe not quite getting to that 100-degree mark, but a good amount of us is. I mean, from 106 to Walterboro to Moncks Corner, 111 to Charleston to Hilton Head Island. I mean, it looks like that we are right now looking at hot temperatures as we go all the way down into like Charleston over into Hilton Head Island. So, I mean, we're going to be looking at some higher temperatures. I think the more closer towards like those coastal areas that you get. Winds for today, it looks like that most of us are going to be around 5 to 10 miles per hour inland, but as you get towards the coastal areas, it can get to around 10 to 15, if not maybe even a bit higher. And if you go and take a look at those wind gusts are going to be up from around 13, 14, 15 miles an hour all the way up to around 20. Rainfall for today definitely is possible, especially for these eastern areas going to the low country, even a little bit of the CSRA area being a part of that 100th of an inch to a 10th of an inch, while some areas may even get up to a 10th of an inch, all the way up to a half an inch, like Georgetown being one of those areas, Myrtle Beach being one of those areas as well. SPC outlook for today, thunderstorms definitely could be severe up there in the dark green, Greenville, Spartanburg, Rock Hill, even going on over there into Dillon and Chickasaw. So if you're in those dark green areas up there in the northern part of the state, you have a marginal risk of severe weather. If you're in the light green, you have a regular thunderstorm risk. Yes, again, another thunderstorm risk. Not severe, but thunderstorms definitely could happen. Now, what are the threats? Seems like wind is the main threat. Winds of up to 60 miles per hour, being mainly isolated in nature and in storms. So make sure that you're watching for that. No fire weather, no excessive rainfall. Crazy score right now. Currently, we're at a 37, but we expect that to go up as we go more and more throughout the day. 28 alerts or 28 points on the alert side, 9 on the condition side, and that totals up to 37. Really just because the heat advisories, and we also have some beach hazard statements over there for Myrtle Beach going over into Georgetown. That's for currents, rip currents. So let's go on now and move over into the models. Time is at the bottom part of your screen. Please make sure that you go in and pay attention to that, as that is very important. We start off here at around 12 o'clock p.m. And just as we go in and push this forward, you can definitely see as we move into this afternoon, going into like the later evening hours, rainfall activity will kind of continue to go on around 7 p.m. all the way to around 8 p.m., 9 p.m., all the way to around 10 and 11 p.m. They still seem to be possible, but as you go more and more throughout the nighttime hours, it looks like things definitely try to calm down a lot. Things definitely calm down. But it doesn't really look as widespread in the inland areas. Like, I mean, I see some in like the along like the borders and along the coastal areas, but you don't really see a huge amount of rainfall going on in like the midland areas. I saw like one maybe around like 2 o'clock p.m. or so. But it seems like that the majority of these afternoon showers and storms are really going to happen along those borders of the state. Now, like I said, models for when it comes to summertime placement in terms of storms, not really the best. So you can't really take it as gospel, as that's exactly where the storm's going to be. It's going to shift around, it's going to move around. So I think that we should just go on and wait, see what happens. But the potential for those showers and storms definitely is there. And that's pretty much all I have to say here. So if you've not the like button yet or the subscribe button yet, please go in and do so. We're at 761, trying to get to that main goal of 800. Also share. Share with your friends, your family members, your acquaintances, and people that you don't talk to regularly because it's free. It's free. It's free. Also check out my new website, scweather360.com. scweather360.com. I will be back tonight, 9 o'clock p.m., for your Tuesday evening forecast update. Make sure that you're there for that.